Hello everyone, my name is Fatima and welcome back to the Race Edit. And if you're new here, welcome to the Race Edit and welcome to another episode of my Unserious series. This is the series where I make unserious predictions about how I think the top 10 for the next race is going to fare. And this week we are going to Austria. It looks like we're going to have some rainy weather this weekend, so that should be interesting. Let's just jump right into it. I'm going to list my top 10, but I think it's going to be my top 10 unserious prediction style. My team of the day, L team as well. So let's see. Guys, I think this is it. This is the race where Nico Hülkenberg takes his Formula One win. He gets his first podium. He gets his first Formula One win all in one go. Why not? Why can't it happen in Austria, huh? I just feel like if it's going to happen anywhere, it might as well be Austria. Haas has been doing pretty well recently. I mean, Hulk has been in the points consistently this year. Magnussen has also, aside from his many penalties, he's caught some points himself. So let's give it to Nico Hülkenberg. And then for P2, I'm going to have to give it to my boy. Is this a pity prediction? Possibly, because Kick Sauber, they've been nowhere this year. So Valtteri Bottas, P2? Potentially? Maybe? No? Okay. P3... there will be a Red Bull on the podium. It will just not be a Verstappen. Nor will it be a Checo. I'm giving it to my boy Yuki Tsunoda from the team Racing Bulls. The sister team, or the junior team, shall I say, to Red Bull. Sorry. And then for P4, I'm gonna have to say, let's give it to Williams. Let's give it to a young Logan Sargent. Hey, right? We're gonna be unserious, but again, it can happen. I feel like every single time for these predictions, I'm always like, it's unserious, but also low-key like, let's let it happen, especially when I put Mr. Hamilton on the podium. I'm like, it needs to happen that week, but we're not doing that right now. We're not doing that anymore. We're trying something different here, So Sargent's on the podium. No, he's not on the podium. Sargent P4. Let's say Stroll P5, okay? I guess we're going with that. Sargent P4, Stroll P5. P6, I'm going to have to give it to Esteban Ocon. P7, I'm throwing it to, I think I'm going to throw it to Zhou Guanyu. P8, Charles Leclerc. P9, Carlos Sainz. That's a rough weekend for Ferrari, but at least they made it in the top 10, unlike the other teams. And then P10, I guess I'll give it to Hamilton. You wanted unserious, you got unserious. You don't have a Max. You don't have a Lando. You don't even have a Alonso. I put the Ferraris in the bottom. I put Hamilton P10, and apparently Russell disappeared from this list. It's an interesting season, isn't it? I don't know what's going on this season, but I'm having a fun time watching it. Also, it's so hard to make these predictions now because I've made so many of these different combinations, and I'm just like, what have I said before? Have I skipped any drivers? I probably have. Have I not skipped any drivers? I don't know, but I'm still going to keep making them, and maybe one day one of them will pretty much come true. I did make an unserious prediction for Charles to win Monaco because I was like, the Monaco curse, and then he ended up winning Monaco, but I don't know how unserious that prediction was. That feels like it was a pretty legit one, but I digress. Anyway, let's move on to my win team. It would absolutely, without a doubt in my mind, have to be Haas. You're telling me if Nico Hülkenberg can get P1 and win the entire race in Austria out of nowhere, that's not your win team? Yeah, you're crazy. And also K-Mag would be in the points too, potentially, who knows? That's a double win for Haas. And then we would have, obviously, driver of the day. Listen, I like these drivers as much as the next person, but we need to start voting driver of the day for the driver of the day and not based on, who we support. But yeah, let's get back to the roots of driver of the day. Let's get back to the roots of the driver of the day, and that is for the actual driver of the day. Yeah. Thank you. And then my L team would obviously have to be Red Bull. What do you mean you don't have a Max on podium and Checo's nowhere to be found? Checo is so funny to me because why is it after he signed his contract, he's literally nowhere to be found? I'm rooting for you, my fellow North American. I'm rooting for you, so you need to stop. You need to get your head back in the game, Checo. We can't keep doing this. And those are my predictions. My L team was Red Bull, my win team was Haas, and my driver of the day was Hülkenberg. And that's pretty much it. The Spanish Grand Prix was fun. We are now week 2 into our triple header, and I'm so ready for it to be done because your girl is tired, and if I'm tired, imagine how tired the drivers are. I love a triple header because it means more races, but it also means your girl, I don't sleep because the times actually it's not so bad, to be honest. I'm not waking up that early. It's not like China. I always bring China, but I didn't even watch China because I was sick that weekend and I slept right through that race. But that was a 4 a.m. race. Who's waking up at 4 a.m.? I think I want to do a mid-season report because I haven't been doing and F1 Academy. Oh my gosh, Chloe Chambers! She did that. And Abby Pulling is kind of killing it. Not even kind of, is absolutely killing it. I love watching the girls race. I have so much fun watching F1 Academy. My issue is their races are really early, like 6 a.m., 7 a.m. my time sometimes, so I miss them. But then I go and rewatch them because, listen, I'm not going to miss the girls' race. I love F1 Academy. I love sprint. Oh my gosh, we have a sprint race in Austria, don't we? Sorry, I just went all over the place. I went from F1 Academy to sprint. We have a sprint race in Austria. Oh, let's do a prediction. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Okay, I'm going to say P1 for the sprint will be, let's give it to Joe. P1, Joe. P2, Stroll. P3, Checo. He might be somewhere. P4, Verstappen. P5, Piastri. P6, if you can't tell, I'm just thinking whatever name comes first, I'm throwing it in there. P6, Alonso. P7, Gasly. And P8, the final point for the sprint, Unserious edition, I'm going to give it to, Ricardo. I never say his name. Let's give it to Ricardo. Let's give him a point. I might even throw him into the podium for this sprint. Or to the, you know what I mean, for this sprint. The trophy. Let's give Daniel P3. Or should we keep him P10? Let's keep him P10. I'll get you next sprint, Daniel. I'll get you next sprint. Or maybe even next race, which is Silverstone, which I'm very excited for. Yeah, I just went on a tangent. I love F1 Academy. Love, 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 love. We'll definitely be doing a video on them, possibly during summer break, or mid-season break, should I say. And good job to Abby Pulling. She's pretty much won almost every race, I swear. And that's all I have to say today. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Next race, like I said, is Silverstone. I'm so excited. My unserious predictions might be very serious that week, or I might just not say anything because I don't want to jinx anything. But we'll find out next week, I guess. Thank you all for taking the time to sit here and watch this video. And if you did like it, please feel free to like and subscribe. And I will see you all in the next one. Thank you and have a wonderful, wonderful day.